Good morning, dear students. Very good morning to all of you. And in the previous class, chapter acids, bases, and salts, we have discussed the chemicals from the common salt, that is by chloroalkali process. What is chloroalkali process? When brine solution, that is aqueous NaCl, is subjected to electrolysis, it is going to produce NaOH, that is alkali, and chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. We have also gone through the uses of alkali, that is NaOH, chlorine gas, and hydrogen gas. Not only that, we have also discussed about the formula, preparation, and uses of baking soda and bleaching powder. In today's class, we are going to discuss about the formula, uses, and preparation of washing soda. The formula for washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O, which means decahydrated sodium carbonate. Decahydrated sodium carbonate. So the formula for washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O. Now, how it is prepared? Preparation. How it is prepared? Now, on heating baking soda, sodium carbonate is obtained. That is, when NaHCO3 is heated, baking soda formula NaHCO3 on heating produces sodium carbonate, water, and carbon dioxide. Now let's go for balance. Now here you have two sodiums, here you have only one sodium. So, right, two sodiums, two carbons, one here and here. Now put these are 6 oxygens, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now on heating baking soda, sodium carbonate is obtained. On recrystallization, of sodium carbonate, okay, washing soda is obtained. Now, what is recrystallization? Addition of water molecules, which is lost. What is recrystallization? Addition of water molecules. So, Na2CO3 is adding 10 moles of water, which gives Na2CO3 dot. Right. So this is the formula and preparation of washing soda. Formula for washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O. This dot does not indicate any multiplication. It means this sodium carbonate contains 10 moles of water molecules. It contains 10 moles of water molecules. Now, how this is obtained? On heating baking soda, we get the sodium carbonate. The sodium carbonate is undergoing recrystallization. That means addition of water molecules. So it turns to what? Decahydrated sodium carbonate. Now here you will get a question. So the presence of 10 moles of water molecule in washing soda, does it make wet? I hope you understood the question. The presence of 10 moles of water molecules are present in the sodium carbonate or in the washing soda. Is it wet? No, it is not wet. So these water molecules are present internally in the salt. It is present internally or it is bonded along with the crystal salts, but it is not present externally. So the presence of water molecules in the washing soda is does not make it wet. Does not make it wet. Okay, so the 10 moles of water molecules are bonded to the crystal salt, not present externally. So that is the reason why the sodium carbonate is not wet in nature. It is dry. Okay. Yes, dear students. So this is the formula of the sodium carbonate. Now coming to the uses of making uses of washing soda. Uses of washing soda. Now, washing soda is used as a detergent. Is used as a detergent. Detergent used in preparation of borax. In preparation of borax. Here, borax is nothing but the detergent booster. Detergent booster. That means it makes the detergent. Here, the borax makes the detergent to work more effectively. Next, it is used in paper, textile, and glass industry. It is used in paper, textile, and glass industry. And then the major advantage of this washing soda is to remove permanent hardness of water. Now you may get down, what is this permanent hardness? Now, for example, in the first thing you need to understand what is hardness. You have soft water and hard water. Soft water means the water that produces lather, foam, on adding detergent. The water which does not produces lather on adding detergent is called hard water. It's called what? Hard water. If the foam or the lather is formed by adding detergent to the water, is soft water. If the lather is not formed, that is because that is called as what? Hard water. And in that hard water, you have two types. That is temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Now, temporary hardness can be removed by boiling. Temporary hardness can be removed by boiling and filtration. But the permanent hardness is not removed by boiling. We have to treat it with the chemicals. So this washing soda is used to remove the permanent hardness causing salts in the hard water. Okay. So as of now, it is not asked to you. Okay. They just said to remove permanent hardness of water, and you will learn about hardness of water, the chemical process, and all in your intermediate and in your graduations. So as of now, you remember it is used to remove the permanent hardness causing salts. So permanent hardness causing salts cannot be removed on boiling. It has to be treated with the chemicals. Now, what is hard water? The water that does not produces lather on reacting with the detergent. So this is all about the uses of washing soda. Okay, so it is used as a detergent to clean the cloths, and it is used in the preparation of borax, which is a detergent booster. It is used in the paper, textile, and glass industry, and it is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. Okay, and now we will look at the plaster of Paris. Let us look at the plaster of Paris. Yes, dear students. So we have studied about washing soda. Now let us look at the plaster of Paris. Plaster of Paris, which is famously called as POP, and formula for this is CaSO4 dot half H2O. And remember, there won't be any half H2O molecule, right? There will be one molecule of water, but there won't be any half water molecule. But we have written here, that means we have simplified the formula. We have simplified the formula. So while we are writing the reaction, you will be able to understand why we have written half. Okay. Now, the name of this compound is hemihydrated. 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 Hemi means half. Hydrated means water. Hemihydrated calcium sulfate. Hemihydrated calcium sulfate. Now, how it is prepared? How it is prepared? Now, for the preparation. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin, CaSO4 dot 2H2O. This is gypsum. Now, what is the formula for gypsum? It is CaSO4 dot 2H2O. Now, if you are asked to write the chemical formula or chemical name of gypsum, it is di-2. Di means 2. Dihydrated calcium sulfate. Dihydrated calcium sulfate. On heating gypsum at 373 Kelvin. At 373 Kelvin, it gives us CaSO4 dot half H2O plus 1 by 2 H2O. Remember, there won't be any half H2O or 1.5 H2O. Right? This is simplified form of the reaction. This is simplified form of the reaction. This is POP, semi or hemi-hydrated calcium sulfate is the formula for POP. Okay, and if you are asked to prepare gypsum, then what you are going to add? CaSO4 dot half H2O. To the POP, we are adding moisture, we are adding water. So on addition of water to the POP, which is white powder in right, which is white powder in nature. So to that white powder, if you are adding water molecules, it turns to a hard solid substance called gypsum. Okay, hard solid substance called gypsum. Now coming to the uses of POP or gypsum. Now POP is a white powder. On mixing with the water, it becomes a hard solid mass, a hard solid substance, which is used in the preparation of Ganesh idols. The first application, the first use is in the preparation of Ganesh idols. Right, we are going to celebrate Vinayaka Chavithi. So whatever the Ganesh idols we use, right, they are all prepared of what? POP, plaster of Paris. Now, this plaster of Paris, on mixing with the water, when it comes in contact with the water, it turns to a hard solid mass called gypsum. Next application, it is used in the preparation of decorative items. Now, the third application is it is used by the doctors to set the fractured bones properly. So when we get any injuries and any severe injuries like fractures, when you go to hospital, right, they'll suggest us to take the POP. Right, in Telugu we call cement putty. That means what? POP. So this POP, white color powder, on mixing with the water, it becomes a hard solid mass. So that hard solid mass makes the fractured bones set properly. Okay, and the next important thing is this gypsum. It is also used after adding water to POP. It turns to gypsum. This gypsum is also used as a decorative purpose, like in the hotels or in the houses as a false ceiling. You can see on the ceiling nice decorative sheets, right? Those sheets are nothing but the gypsum sheets. Gypsum sheets. Those are called as false ceiling. False ceiling attempt. So that is prepared by what? Gypsum. Okay, so these are the uses. Now here you have few important questions like why we should store POP in moisture proof container. We'll get a question like why we have to store plaster of Paris POP in moisture proof container. Let's recall the action of cement in presence of water. If you open the cement bag and keep it aside into the open air, what happens? The cement reacts with the moisture and turns to a solid which is useless, which we cannot use. In the same way, if the POP reacts with the open air, right? If the bag is kept open, it reacts with the moisture and turns to solid, which is not useful. So that is the reason why we have to store it in the moisture-free container. And next important question is why the environmentalist says that the Ganesh idol should not be prepared by POP. If the Ganesh idol is prepared by POP, they react with the water and turns to gypsum, which do not dissolve in water easily. So that is going to damage the aquatic life. That means it is going to cause harm to the aquatic plants and aquatic animals. So that is the reason why this environmentalist says that we have to use clay idols for Vinayak. So this is the two important questions that you get from the plaster of Paris. And the next important thing is this half. There won't be any half molecule of water. Remember, it will be one molecule of water. But when you write a simplified formula, it becomes half. Okay, CaHO4 dot half H2O. It's also called as hemihydrated calcium sulfate, which is white powder in color. Okay, so this is all about the plaster of Paris formula, preparation, and uses. Yes, dear students. So this is what the formula, preparation, and uses of POP. Let us look at water of crystallization. Water of crystallization. Now, what is this water of crystallization? That is the fixed amount of water molecules that are present in the salt. Water of crystallization. It is nothing but a fixed amount of water molecules bounded to the crystal salt. What is water of crystallization? That is the fixed amount of water molecules that are bounded to the crystal salt. That means the water molecules are inbuilt. Water molecules are present internally. That is called as water of crystallization. Example: CuSO4.5H2O. The CuSO4.5H2O is called as penta. Penta means 5. Pentahydrated copper sulfate. Pentahydrated copper sulfate. On heating this pentahydrated copper sulfate, which is blue in color, it is going to lose the 5 moles of water. 5 moles of water. Then CuSO4 plus 5H2O. Then how to know that it has lost 5 moles of water molecules? How do we know that? Okay, so the color changes from blue to white. Blue to white. Okay, blue to white. Now again on cooling, the copper sulfate, which is white in color, which is lost its 5 moles of water, is going to gain back. It is gain back and turn to blue color. Which means it contains 5 moles of water molecules. Let us understand it by performing or by looking at the activity. You take the tripod strand, arrange the burner, okay, and on this you place the China dish. Now you take the copper sulfate CuSO4.5H2O and you arrange a inverted glass funnel which is closed by the bottom. Okay, and when you supply the heat, the copper sulfate which is having 5 moles of water in it, it is going to lose on heating. The copper sulfate is going to lose its 5 moles of water molecules. How do we know that it is losing 5 moles of water molecules? We observe the moisture deposition of the moisture on the inner walls of the funnel. And also you can notice the color is changing from blue to white. Now stop supplying the flame, allow it to cool. And when you allow it to cool, you will notice that the white color copper sulfate which is there in this China dish is turning to blue by gaining the amount of water that is lost. So that is called as water of crystallization. The amount of water that is present in the copper sulfate or the amount of water molecules that are fixed or that are bounded to the crystal salt is called as water of crystallization. It's called as water of crystallization. So copper sulfate, pentahydrated copper sulfate, which is blue in color. On heating, it is losing its color to white. That means it is losing water molecules. And again on cooling, it is turning to blue. That means it is gaining the amount of water that is lost. Okay, for example, when you look at the trays, jalebi tray or balusha tray in the sweet house, you can see a white color powder deposition on the trays. So how that white color powder has come? So when this jalebi or balusha is dipped in the sugar syrup, when that sugar syrup means where the sugar is dissolved in the water by force heat, by heating it. And on cooling, what is going to happen? The excess of sugar that is forcefully dissolved in the water is going to recrystallize. It is going to recrystallize back and get deposited over the trays of jalebi tray or balusha. So the salt which contains the 5 moles of water, okay, 5 moles of water, that is fixed. It is not going to gain 10 moles or it is not going to gain 20 moles. It is going to gain, the salt is going to gain the water molecules which is lost. It is not going to gain the water molecules in excess. So this is all about the water of crystallization, which is very, very important concept, right? So I hope you have understood this diagram, a tripod stand burner on which we are placing a China dish, in that you are taking blue color copper sulfate. On heating, you can notice the moisture formation to the inner walls of the funnel. And on cooling, the white color powder which is there in the China dish gains the molecules, water molecules which are lost and turns to blue color. So this is called water of crystallization. Okay, and here comes an end to this chapter, acid, bases and salts. If you have any questions, please do put it in the chat box.